Hey guys, and welcome back. So you can obviously see what I'm doing today. I got a bunch of apples that I wanted to use up, and we're gonna try and make apple pie filling this time. And this is a hot water bath method, so it should be pretty simple. So let me turn this around and see what I got going on. Okay, so we cut up all our apples, and you don't want to cut them too thin, just thick enough, because you want your apple pie filling to be kind of substantial. We got all our jars washed up, our lids are ready, and over here in our pot we have 10 cups of water. We're going to turn this on. We need to start getting this boiling. And then I have 4.5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of Sure-Jell. It's just shy of 1 cup. This is 2 packages of Sure-Jell. I have 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then in here I have 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of nutmeg, and about 1/4 of clove as well, with our 2 tablespoons of salt. So we're going to put this all in our pot and get it going. Alright, we got our sugar in, we got our Sure-Jell in, and our lemon juice, and then all our dry ingredients. Okay guys, and then basically what you want to do is you want to whisk this while it's bringing up to boil, and you don't want to stop watching it for sure. So we're just going to stir it, and you don't want to stir it with anything metal. I know if you guys have done like apple or any type of fruit stuff, they always say to stay away from metal because it interacts with the ingredients. So alright, we're going to get this going, get this all boiling. And you can wait to put all your ingredients in until your water starts boiling too. Either way you want to do it. Okay guys, so one of the first things you want to do is you want to fill your jars with your apples about halfway full. And then you're going to put your liquid on. And then you're going to come back and fill the rest with apples and then more liquid. So we're just going to do half of the jar first. Hope I have enough apples. I had 1 bag and I really need to use them up. They're Red Delicious and they're starting to get a little soft, so I figured this recipe would be perfect for those. So thinking we should have enough. And you can kind of move them around a little bit, however it works for you. I know normal canning you want to kind of pack it, but this you don't necessarily have to pack. You just want to be able to fill them halfway. So our liquid is kind of like a continuous stir kind of recipe. So if you have a helper, don't be afraid to utilize your helpers too. Okay, so I think we'll have enough here for, we have 8, and these are half or pints. So, but I think that's about half. So that should do these 8 here. Okay, so let's get our let me guys show you what our liquid's doing. So our liquid, basically what we want to do is we want to get it up to a boil, so it's boiling the whole pot, not just kind of like in the middle how it starts to boil. Let me raise this raise this up a little bit so you guys can kind of see me. There you go. So I had these apples and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I figured this would probably be the next best thing. Alicia, we're not really necessarily pie makers or cobbler, but she makes these awesome apple turnovers, and I love them. And they take about a big can, so I figured a pint would be probably perfect for, because she makes like 6 or 8 of them. So I think that probably be pretty good as far as the quantity size. Now, if you were going to make quarts, this would make 6 quarts. So I figured it'd be like 8 to 12 pints if you were going to go that route and kind of split it. So, and guys, remember, this is not a how-to canning. This is my first time making this as well, so we're just gonna see how it goes. I figured it'd be something kind of neat, something different. I don't really have a lot of fruit. I mean, I have some jellies in the pantry, but as far as fruit pie fillings, I don't really have any. So we're gonna give it a whirl, guys. So you can kind of tell in the bottom of the spoon that it's starting to thicken up. So let me pause this and we'll bring you back when it gets closer. Okay, so I brought you guys a little closer so you can kind of see the mixture. It'll start browning like a caramel color. And you can kind of tell, like when you're stirring it, that the bottom will get thicker first. So we just want to make sure that it does not burn. And this usually takes a little bit to get it up to boil. It smells so good, guys. It almost smells like apple cider. Homemade cinnamon apple pie. Oh, it smells really good. So you want to just keep stirring. Okay, guys, we are ready to start filling. You just want to take your liquid and just top off your jars just till you meet your apples. Just to the top of your apples. There you go. And then we're going to shove more apples in there to top it off. And then we're going to put more liquid. Now I did have a little bit of trouble getting this to set up. It takes quite a long time actually, and it still didn't set up, but we're gonna go ahead and use it anyway. I don't know what went wrong, so we're gonna use it anyway because it should thicken up over time as well. But I don't know what I did wrong, so but let me set this over here real quick. Okay, and then we're gonna top with apples. And you want to make sure that you leave that 1 inch headspace. Yeah, see, these apples are really starting to get really soft, so I knew it was definitely time to use them up. So we're just topping those in there. Try not to break them all up, but I don't want them to go to waste, so I figured this was probably the next best recipe for that. Put some of these little ones in there too. Okay. I got enough here for this last one. Let's take one of those out. There we go. Let's get rid of our bowl here. Alright, now we're going to finish topping off with more liquid. Making sure that we have that headspace. Okay. And I got a couple extra jars because I knew I would have liquid, and I don't want it to go to waste either. So, okay. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to debubble when you're done with that. Now see, it's just not as thick as what I'd like for it to be, but I don't know. This is the first time using this recipe, and I don't know why it didn't get real thick. I mean, it's starting to get thick. Maybe I didn't cook it long enough, but I cooked it over half an hour, guys, and it still wasn't ready. Let me get a couple more jars. All right, so we're gonna use a quart for this last bit, just because my little ones, I don't have any more washed up, so I don't know if it's the pan I'm using, maybe, which it can be, guys, if you're not using the right kind of pan. Bad thing about canning is some of these recipes are very particular in the pan that you use and metal and that kind of thing. So, but that's okay. We're going to use them anyway. So the next thing you want to do is wipe your jars. Make sure you got them really good and cleaned off, because this could get really, really sticky. So, all right, just slap your lids on there. Maybe it'll set up when I water bath them. I just don't know. Maybe I didn't use enough Sure-Jell. I know I had, I was a little short, but then I found one in the cupboard and I actually put it in the pan. So I don't know. I didn't use my normal like stock pan pot that I use when I'm canning. And anytime I deviate, that's usually when something goes wrong. But I don't know. We're definitely gonna use this anyway. And I have my hot water bath canner. It's all nice and toasty. So then we can just put those straight in there when we're done here. And they say that the reason why you want that 1-inch headspace, especially when you're making fillings and stuff, is because you'll get seepage. Same way with tomatoes and that. You have a chance for seepage too if you don't use that space. So I don't know. It's just not. I mean it's not quite to my liking, guys. But what are you gonna do? I will definitely try it again and see if there's something that I forgot or a step that I didn't do. Oops, sorry. So we'll definitely try that again. Okay. I thought I was one lid short, but I'm not. Okay. So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put all these in our canner. Yeah, she's nice and hot, so that's good. We're going to put that juice and everything in there. That one in the center. Well, I suppose if it doesn't work, we can always make moonshine out of it. I'm not sure how, but all right, let's get these down in there. You want to go slow. make sure that your water is over your tallest jar, and those aren't going to fit in there. Okay, let's get some more water, guys. Okay, so the trick is you want to make sure you have at least an inch over your tallest jar, which it looks like I still need just a little bit more water. Okay guys, there we go. And now we're going to hot water bath these for 25 minutes. We're going to turn our heat up, make sure that's nice and hot so we can get this baby boiling. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to boil, I went outside and collected eggs. And it looks like I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eggs. I didn't check them yesterday, so we're doing pretty good. They're still laying. Here, let me show you. Okay, this down a little bit. See them? That's a lot of eggs. Yeah, we're still getting eggs. The little girls are not getting, they're not laying. This is their first winter, so it's a little bit of a shock, you know, when you haven't had, they don't know what winter's going to be like yet, so. Okay guys, we got our timer set and it's almost ready to boil. I always set it like a minute after when it's just about ready to boil. So we're going to boil these for 25 minutes and then we'll take them out. Okay guys, it is time to take these babies out. Oh, it looks really good too. Oh, I didn't push my apples down far enough. You can kind of tell. But that's okay. Oh, and I tasted the liquid. It tastes like literally an apple pie. And I actually canned some of the juice, and I have those 2 little ones yet to can. Okay guys, so those look really good, don't they? Oh, let me almost knocked it over. So even though our sauce, you can kind of see, it's kind of liquidy. That's okay, we're gonna use it anyway. And I know what I did. I put the ingredients in the water cold. So I did a bunch of research, but don't worry, these are not gonna go to waste. We're still gonna use them. You still kind of drain them. And the website said they may still set up. So after you can them, just let them sit, let them cool, and then come back and check. So that's okay, guys. Remember to always try new things, and it doesn't matter. It's a win-win anyway, because these apples will not go to waste. Thanks for watching.